So I thought I'd just do a quick video about my 22 Grendel. So probably make a pretty great coyote cartridge, but I'm just fire forming some brass. So I just bought some seconds. They're 62 grain. They're shooting okay. We're shooting 300 yards. So out there, just right of the tree, there's a target. It's not painted or anything. It's just this brown blob out there. You see maybe a white stick coming up from the right. And so it shoots pretty good so far. Just like I said, doing some fire form loads. I don't have any load development or anything. It's getting 3191. SD sucks. I think I'm using H335, but I don't remember what grain I threw in there. It's well under what you could push it to. There's no signs of pressure on any of the brass. So you can see there's absolutely nothing going on there. There's no flatness of primers or anything like that. So there's no ejector swipes or anything like that going on. So it's pretty clean looking. Nothing to talk about. So I honestly think you can get it to 3,400 feet a second with a 62 grain probably fairly easily, especially if you use like CFE 223. There's a lot of guys doing that and it seems to be working pretty good. So just a rundown on the gun. It's a Magpul PS. It's a Gen 3. Has a MDT vertical grip on it. You have to be careful if you want a grip like that. Make sure you get the AR style one, otherwise you'll get their chassis version of it and it won't have your hole for your detent for your safety. I'm just using an Arkin EP5 scope on this gun. My Collis is sitting on a different project I'll show you very soon. This has the Gray Ops weights, Accutac bipod, Gray Ops magneto speed, hooks on the Arca rail right here. I'm using the Area 419 Arca-Lock clamp on it. That's what I had. It's kind of an expensive setup, to be honest with you, but it works really good. I don't have any complaints about any of it. Bolt carrier group and bolt is JP Enterprises. Trigger is a they're flat-faced Trigger Tech Diamond in it, so it's a really nice trigger. It's set to about 1.5 pounds-ish. The magazines that run in this gun are just these Duramag 6.5 Grendel mags. They have this blue follower in it. I haven't had any feeding issues. These are 10 rounders. I think they make larger ones. I don't know. Rather than that, it's pretty simple setup. It does have the JP Enterprises buffer, silent capture spring stuff in there. The barrel is a heavy boy. So it is, Bart Baldwin did this barrel for me. It's a great shooting barrel so far. Haven't had it very long, to be honest with you. It's a 7 twist. So the main goal is the 85.5 grain burgers for this. Should be an excellent cartridge that you can take out to 1,000 yards pretty easy. Does have a side charger set up on it, but it's on a Aero Precision M4 E1 enhanced upper receiver. It uses their hand guard, and this is what is this company called? I can't even remember the name of the company. But it's a kind of a sweet way to make your gun a size charger. So if you have a hang up, you know, it works really good. So I would suggest maybe using grease instead of oil on the inside there. The same kind of grease you would use on like an AK M1 Grand, something like that. If you have an M14, you know, grease that and it will be really smooth. Otherwise it's pretty sticky. But that just makes it really a smooth setup. This guy right here, I got rid of the forward assist, so this will do nothing if you push on it, but it's just to plug the hole in there so gas don't come back into my face. Rather than that, that's kind of my setup. It does have a tuner brake on it from Eric Cortina. It's the PRS one, so if you're wondering what the muzzle brake was, but this is not a brass, so I have a cheap Caldwell brass catcher. This is a brass bully, and so all this does is just reflect, it makes your brass kind of reflected down, and so I just throw this guy over top of it and it catches the brass for me, so I don't have to run around inside my barn here. So all the way to the back of the woods is 600 yards, so maybe one day we'll do some shooting out to 600, but I just want to fire form some of my brass today, but I haven't done a video in quite a while, so I thought I'd kind of just shoot something real quick just to give you an idea of my new rig that I'm going to use as a backup and a loaner rig, honestly. So a really nice guy I was shooting with last year at the finale, his gun went down. It was kind of sad, so I just thought, what the heck, I'll put together something that, if something like that happens again, they'll have something that they can use. So that's what this gun's about, to be honest with you. So, but it's a really nice setup. It'll shoot great for anybody, but I did the 22 Grendel because this thing has no recoil, and you never know what somebody's physical condition is on being able to handle recoil. And so this should be suitable for everybody, so that's why we did that. I like it better than my 224 Valkyrie. My 224 Valkyrie just wasn't quite there. I liked the cartridge and everything, and honestly, if you're shooting coyotes or groundhogs or prairie dogs or ground squirrels, any of that stuff, you'd be hard pressed to do better for a cartridge that way. But for shooting out to 1,000, I made hits out to 1,100 with it, but it just didn't quite have it. So this is kind of an overview of my 22 Grendel PRS rig. Take it easy. I don't know, it might make for a really boring addition to the video, but figure, what the heck. Just so you can see how it cycles and it doesn't have any issues. Let's shoot 5. I think I got 250 or 300 rounds in that box that I've been shooting off of. Oh, I did make this Aero Precision lower ambidextrous, so you can kind of see there. That's kind of nice. So that wasn't too bad of a add-on there. So if you got a mill, it's real easy, but you can also do it with a Dremel. So either way, you guys can make that addition onto your gun. So if you already got an Aero or any kind of AR-15 standardized mil-spec one, you can make your setup so you have either direction. So it's kind of a nice add-on, but I shoot a lot off of just 20 power. So pretty easy. You can see it cycles really good. That brass deflector just knocks it down inside there, so I really like that, just because when you're shooting PRS, you know, you're trying to, I have to fire form these, and so they're kind of time consuming to make, so you don't want to just waste your time with, and then getting 6.5 Grendel brass can be kind of difficult, learned recently. So this just knocks it down at your feet. But where I don't have to worry is if I have a jam up, you know, if you got a regular traditional brass catcher, you're going to have to pull the brass catcher off to get in there to catch your brass, but this still allows me, as you can see, to get my finger in there so I can fish something out, something silly happens, or if I need to drop a mag, pull this back real quick and get in there and dig something out for a clear to malfunction. So that's one thing I like the side charger for, so you can see I don't have to change position. I don't have to sit up. This won't hit me in the face. Say you have a gas problem with your gun, you know, you can still keep your face on the gun, and heck, you can cycle your gun manually. So if you're in a pinch, you turned it into a straight pull. So kind of an interesting backup way if you have a gas problem, gas block turned on you or something and became an issue, but makes it really easy to set that. But now you can, oh, pretty easy. So it's kind of tight in there, I'll be honest with you. So, but you can now set the bolt back just by with your index finger, so it just makes everything really convenient. A lot of times they make us do it left-handed, and so your manual of arms will change, but it doesn't have to change for you. So now that you have because you keep everything ambidextrous, you're set up on your gun. So you can drop your bolt with your left hand, like so. I kind of got long hands. So if you need to get after it, now it makes it pretty convenient. So if you're setting up a PRS rig, you know, this is kind of nice because we shoot offhand quite a bit. So, you know, you need to go from here, and then you have to halfway through switch over. By keeping these controls ambidextrous, you can keep everything real nice and simple on you. So but you can see how that brass bully just ejected it straight down. I didn't have to run inside my barn and get after my brass. So that's really nice because it keeps your fingers being able to get what you need done. So, but with the side charger, see, there you go. So creates a pretty awesome rig for you for clearing malfunctions and stuff like that. This is not a combat gun. It's super long and super freaking heavy, so I wouldn't say it's anything but a competition gun. But just so you guys can get an idea of what maybe one of my PRS gas gun rigs. I have a JP Enterprises sitting at 5x5 Precision, who's Chad Heckler's amazing dude. So that's what the Collis is going on. That's going to be 6GT. I'm really excited about that. And then I have a Seekins Precision build kit that I've been waiting for a long time for. So maybe one day that will come in and we'll do put my 6.5 Creedmoor stuff back together. So that would be awesome. Sold all the receiver sets and stuff on that. Just kept the internals, but so that will make for a really nice build as well. Hope you guys are staying shooting out there and getting out as much as you can, and we'll throw another video out soon, I hope.